Here's a step-by-step guide on how to grow your investments fast as a beginner. Everybody wants to grow their investments, but most people overcomplicate it and end up doing nothing. So in this video, I'll share 7 simple rules to grow your investment like a pro, no matter how much you're working with. And trust me, when you hear the 6th point, it will change the way you invest forever. Stick around and let's get your money working for you. Let's go. Rule number 1 is simple but powerful. Pay yourself first. What does this mean? It means you should commit at least 10% of every paycheck you earn to investing. Think about it. If you make 100,000 naira a month, that's just 10,000 naira. It's a small amount, but over time it can grow into something big thanks to the power of compound interest, which we'll talk about later in this video. The point is to make investing a habit. So always set aside 10% of your investments before paying bills, buying groceries, or splurging on wants. Pro tip: if it feels like too much right now, start with 5%, 3%, or even just 1,000 naira a month. The most important thing is building a habit of consistent investing. Over time, you can increase that percentage as your income grows. This is how the wealthy build their fortune, by prioritizing investments over spending. Now, this next rule could save you a lot of stress. Don't invest in what you don't understand. Have you ever heard someone telling you, bro, you have to invest in crypto, or one real estate is the way to go? It's tempting to jump on trends, but if you don't know how something works, you're setting yourself up for failure. Here's what to do instead. Stick with what you understand. If mutual funds make sense to you, start there. If you've learned about treasury bills, go for it. It's not about being trendy. It's about being confident in where your money is going. The goal is to make informed decisions, not gambling with your hard-earned money. And if you're curious about a new investment, take the time to research it thoroughly before diving in. Knowledge is your greatest asset. The better you understand an investment, the less likely you are to panic when the market shakes. Now, here's a critical mistake a lot of beginners make. They invest money they will need in the short term. Investments are meant to grow over time. So if you're pulling money out after a few months, you're not giving them the chance to work their magic. And that can mess up the returns. So, step 1, make sure you have an emergency fund. This is money set aside for unexpected expenses like medical bills or urgent repairs. Now, experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months of your living expenses in this fund. That way, you're not dipping your hands into your investments for unexpected expenses, and you can leave them to grow. Once that's covered, you can confidently invest money you won't need for at least a year, or ideally longer. Long-term investing is where the real growth happens. Okay, next up, we have one of my favorite rules. Keep it simple. Investing doesn't have to be rocket science. Just follow the KISS rule. Keep it simple. Stupid? If you can't explain it to a friend in 1 minute, it's too complicated for now. Here's what I mean. Instead of picking 20 different stocks, invest in an ETF that tracks the stock market. Instead of chasing the next hot opportunity, focus on consistent, reliable options like mutual funds or bonds. Simplicity is your best friend in investing. The simpler your strategy, the less likely you are to panic or make mistakes. And remember, simplicity doesn't mean low returns. In fact, keeping it simple is often more effective than trying to outsmart the market. The more straightforward your strategy, the less stress you will have. And trust me, you will sleep better at night. Now, here's a secret most people don't tell you. Good investments are meant to be boring. Sure, flashy investments might sound fun, like day trading or betting on the next big cryptocurrency, but those usually come with high risks. Instead, focus on boring investments. Yes, boring. Things like FGM bonds, treasury bills, or index funds. Now, they may not make headlines, but they are reliable, consistent, and proven to grow wealth, which should be your focus. Investing is not about thrills, it's about steady, reliable growth over time. If you need a bit of rush, go and play Naija Bet. Or better yet, enter a casino. At least that way you already know what you're doing, gambling. So don't make the mistake of mistaking gambling for investment. Think of it like the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise beats the hare in the long run, so embrace the boring. It's where the money is. Now, this next rule is the game changer. Automate your investing. Here's why it's so powerful. When you automate your investments, you're removing emotions and willpower from the equation. You don't have to think about it. Your money is automatically transferred to your investment account every month. Here's how to do it. Set up an automatic transfer that invests a fixed amount of money every month, whether it's through your bank, a fintech app, or a brokerage account. Automation keeps you consistent and removes the temptation to spend that money elsewhere. This way, you're consistently growing your portfolio without even noticing the money leaving your account. And let me tell you, this one habit makes a massive difference in the long run. It ensures your money is working for you come rain, come sunshine, without fail. And trust me, this is how the pros do it. And now, the most important rule of investing: allow compound interest to work its magic. Let me break it down. Compound interest means your money earns money, and that money earns more money. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and bigger as it rolls down. For example, if you invest 100,000 naira at 10% interest, by the end of your first year, you will have 110,000 naira. By the end of the second year, you're earning interest on 110,000 naira, not your original 100,000. In fact, why don't we make it more detailed? Now, this is a compound interest calculator site where you can calculate the potential returns on your investments ahead of time. All you have to do is fill in the details. So, in this case, our initial investment is 100,000 over 20 years with 15% annual returns. That would give you this. Now, imagine if we took it a step further and invested an additional 100,000 naira every year for the duration of that 20 years. Now, you would have ended up saving 2 million naira in that time span. However, because of compound interest, here's what you end up with. The longer you let your money stay invested, the more powerful this effect becomes. That's why early investing is so important. It gives compound interest the time to work its magic. To make this happen, you don't need to be the smartest in the room. You just need discipline. The discipline to avoid tampering with your investments and the discipline to add to your investments consistently. And that's what makes rule number 6 so important. Automating your investments automatically eliminates the need for discipline. Your investments grow without your daily inputs, and that's how you wake up one day with millions of naira in your account. And that's it. 7 simple rules to grow your investments and secure your financial future. Which rule are you going to start with today? Let me know down in the comment section. Also, if you want to see how I apply these rules to my investments, then follow me on my YouTube investment portfolio journey, the Scapegoat Portfolio, where I intend to grow said portfolio from 100,000 naira to 100 million in 10 years. Of course, by applying these same rules given in this video. Currently, we are at 400,000, which is very far from 100 million. But yeah, it's not bad for a journey we just started a month ago. Also, if you found this video helpful, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and share it with someone who is ready to take control of their finances. Remember, it's not about how much you start with, it's about starting now and staying consistent. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.